What is going on, everybody? ErikTheElectric coming to you guys again with another video. Tonight's video is going to be a video I procrastinated on for quite some time, and I apologize to everybody for it, but this is going to be my third Q&A video that I'm putting out for all my subscribers and everybody else on YouTube. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so the first question is going to be coming from Michael Ramses. Michael asks, great video with your gyno, did surgery solve everything? First thing I'd like to say is gynecomastia, for those who don't know, is a disease that actually affects a lot of middle-aged men and primarily teenagers. It involves enlarged breast tissue. So if you haven't seen my video already detailing my anorexia, I go over it there, so you can check out that video. The link will be in the description. Anyways, surgery does solve a lot. It really just depends on how bad your gynecomastia is. Mine in particular was terrible. It was one of the worst cases my surgeon had seen in a long time. So for me, it solved a lot of issues. However, psychological issues still remained, as I did have a pretty bad eating disorder. I thought that cutting weight would get rid of my gynecomastia, which actually didn't really solve too much. I did end up losing a great deal of weight, and my gynecomastia actually got worse from that. So, alright, the next question is from George Austers. George asks, you sound a lot like Jeff Seid. Are you from Washington? Jeff Seid. Alright, and the next question is asked by my boy Rafael RC Fitness TV. He asks, what are your favorite Pop-Tart flavors, and WTF are you going to do with all of those? That I'm going to keep under wraps for now. I've got something up my sleeve. But my favorite Pop-Tart flavors, they actually vary. I'm not a huge Pop-Tart fan. I'm more of a Twister Strudel fan. But Pop-Tarts are delicious. But like I said, nothing in comparison to Twister Strudel. Brown sugar cinnamon is my all-time favorite, followed by confetti cupcake, and then we have hot fudge, which unfortunately my grocery store doesn't carry, but those are my top 3 flavors. Shout out to you, Rafael RC Fitness. Go check out his channel. Link will be in the description. Alright, and the next question comes from KillZ 999. Are you still tracking your macros? The answer to that question is no, I'm not tracking my macros, and nor do I feel like I need to. At this point in my goals or strength quests or whatever you want to call it, I feel like I'm making the gradual progress like I need to be. Now, if at any point I do stall or plateau, I will eventually track my macros. I really don't feel like macro tracking and counting is really necessary to meet your goals. If you aren't eating enough or are not performing like you should be, the answer is right there. Right now, I'm performing like I should be, and I don't feel like I need to. So, yeah. Alright, and the next question is from Jenn Wilson. She asks, how does your stomach not explode? Well, Jen, that is a fantastic question. I don't know the answer. Alright, the next question is from Fergus Jay. Fergus asks, mate, you've mentioned previously in videos that you generally weren't feeling great, lacked energy, etc. Do you not think that challenges like this massively contribute to this? Okay. If so, for the sake of your body and mind, have you considered toning down the challenges a bit, not having a go, just playing devil's advocate? Well, Fergus, when I have mentioned that in my previous videos, those actually haven't been in time periods where I've actually done challenges. I went about a month and a half where I just really focused on work and didn't have time to do challenges, and that's when I felt not great and lacked energy. So it really didn't have anything to do with challenges. You know, if doing challenges actually took away from my life and made me feel like garbage on a consistent basis, I wouldn't do them. Alright, the next question comes from Jack Addy. He asks, do you have any before and after pictures of your legs transformation? How many times a week do you train legs? And what is your split, including riding? This is kind of I can have a few different answers for this, but the answer is yes, I do have before and after pictures of my leg transformation. I've always just had really, I'd say decent leg genetics, but I would say you know, it really just comes down to, you know, I ride a bike, guys. That's where it's at. I wouldn't say I have massive legs. I do have bigger legs than normal, but most of my, the reason that I have, I would say, defined legs, I hate the word toned, so if you ever use that word, please don't ever comment on my videos. Anyways, but yeah, so I mean, I would say I have defined legs, like not huge, but that's all gonna come down to the riding I do and the type of riding I do. I climb a lot of hills, I'm a big climber, and I squat. There we go. Which brings me to the second part of the question, my split. I really don't have a set split. I train legs, I would say, in the gym consistently 1 or 2 times a week. I like to have one heavy day of squats and a light day of squats. Right now I'm focusing on front squats. Those are my, those I felt like front squatting really brought up my quads a lot when I was doing it consistently, so. And the Geeker asks, how many miles do you cycle a day or cycle a day / week? I don't know what I was reading. I have no idea. Question is from Reed Olivey. How did you earn the trust of others that you were eating properly after receiving treatment from your ed, and did it take long? This is something that I will go into in my part 2 of my anorexia recovery video that is going to be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. How did I earn the trust of others back? That really just took a lot of time. I mean, even to this day, I would say I'm about 2.5 years, 3 years into a solid recovery phase. It will never go away. I mean, it's always, that lack of trust is still always going to be there. I'm an adult now. It's still pretty uneasy, even having family functions and food being involved, even with my massive challenges. I mean, you know, it's really always still going to be there, and I think anybody that's dealt with an eating disorder or has been through that phase is always going to deal with that with their family, and they'd agree with me. So that trust or lack of trust will always kind of linger around for a long time. So, and Bathroom Gains asks, any advice for a slim guy to build muscles as fast as possible in a natural way? Eat food. All right, the next question is from Andrew Kerr. What does your girlfriend say about all of these challenges that you do? LOL. That's exactly what my girlfriend says. No, my girlfriend is very supportive of my challenges. You know, I think it's you know, it's just another thing to her. Initially, she was like kind of weirded out by that, I want to think. I haven't really asked her. But now it's kind of a, you know, just another thing, another hobby. Just like, you know, anybody that has a significant other, for example, you know, my buddy's girlfriend likes to draw, or, you know, that's cool. It's just another hobby. So I'm sure he's just cool. You like to draw? That's awesome. That's exactly how my girlfriend is towards my competitive eating. So yeah. Guys, the last one is from Jack Wilshere. Hey man, when I get as lean as you and as much muscle as you have, will I be able to eat whatever I want and stay lean like you as long as I am active? Jack, first and foremost, I'm gonna say that I'm not as lean as you may think I am. I don't feel like I'm at an absurdly low body fat, and I don't, I think a lot of people would agree with me there too. Yeah, so I don't know where you're thinking that, but I don't know. That's a pretty tricky question. The answer I'm going to say is no. You can never really eat whatever you want and stay lean. I mean, you can eat whatever you want. You can't eat, I mean, you can't eat as much as you want. That's how I'm going to put it. Activity is great and everything like that, but you know, that's not really the mindset that you should have. You know, it can be a tricky, like I said, tricky question, but the answer is no. You will not be able to do that and be able to maintain a low body fat. It's just the way it is. So not unless you are on the juicy juice will you be able to do that. So there we go. Alrighty guys, so that's the video. Hope I got a few questions answered. Feel free to comment below, ask any more for my next Q&A video, which actually might come out pretty soon. Like I said, I know I procrastinated on this one. So post your questions below, any other comments, thoughts, or anything like that. And a big shout out to everybody on my channel 5,000 subscribers today. We reached the milestone. Next, we're going to be aiming for 50,000. So thanks to everybody for making that possible. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to go cook up some massive chicken breasts and call it a day. Again, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, subscribe. You know the drill, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.
Peace.